The ball is in your court, or is it? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with Supersize Your Business, and our idiom, our expression today is a relatively new one. It's just been popular and around since about the 1960s. It comes from the game of tennis, where it's very important that you keep the ball on the court. Either you're taking action when it's on your side of the court, or you're shooting it back and staying within bounds with your opponents and keeping it in their court. Now, is the ball in your court or is it in their court? Sometimes we are thinking the ball's in our court, but it's actually we're dealing with something that's outside of our control, outside of our area of responsibility, or outside of our actual ability to even affect something. But with respect to our businesses, we want to keep the ball in our court and have things be within our control as much as humanly possible. Now, that might mean that we're just setting the direction of the ball. We're serving up the vision and the principles and the goals and the purpose and the framework for other people who work with us and for us in our organization so that we're all on the same page. That's keeping the ball in court. Communication, being a great communicator, being a great leader, setting the example for the people that you work with and the people that you serve is an example of keeping the ball in your court. In our businesses and in our life, it's up to us to keep the ball in our court, to make sure that we're controlling the things we can control and minimizing the things that we can't control. The last couple of years with COVID-19, I guess it's only been a year, but it feels like a couple of years, there have been a lot of things in our businesses and in our personal lives that have been out of our control, therefore not in our court. But it's always up to us how we respond to the things that happen around us, how we respond to COVID-19, what we do with respect to our lives and our businesses as a result of changes that are outside of our control. So are you handling the ball or letting others handle the ball for you? Are you paying attention to what you're paying attention to in terms of what you're listening to, who you're listening, who your advisors are? Are they actually getting the results that you want? Or are they people that are telling you to do things that they've actually never done? That's an example of not keeping the ball in our court and not paying attention to the things that we actually have control over. We have control over what we do, what we listen to, how we feel, how we react, and how we respond to things. And we have control over our lives a lot more than we give ourselves credit for, and our businesses and the people that we impact with those businesses as well. I like to ask myself, and I've been doing it a lot over the last year, every couple of months for sure when I do the Get Up and Go Challenge, am I making progress in each of the areas and aspects of my life that are important to me? You know, Tony Robbins teaches that there's 7 different areas and aspects of our life that we can pay attention to. And I think he probably got it from Jim Rohn or somebody else, or from maybe even Napoleon Hill. That might be things that come from Napoleon Hill. I have to think about my Think and Grow Rich. But are we paying attention to each of those areas and aspects of our life? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution. And are we making sure that we're moving in the direction we want to go for each of those areas and aspects of our life? It doesn't matter what's going on outside of us and outside of our business. We have control over how we spend our greatest resource, which is our time, and our other resources. And we can decide by where we spend those resources and the results we're getting in each of those areas, whether we're making progress moving toward what we want or away from what we want. So I think it's a great idiom, a great expression. I used to play tennis when I was young and could see, so it's one I can definitely relate to. A lot of sports analogies, I just don't get them. I have to think long and hard about them so that they click for me, but tennis ones are pretty easy. So the ball is in your court, coming from tennis, and being relatively new. It's been around about as long as I have, since I was born in 1960. So it's a great idiom, a great expression. Love to know your experience with it. Have you had experience with this? Are you controlling the things you can control and minimizing the things that are outside of your control for your business, for your life? We owe it to ourselves, to our customers, the people that we serve, as well as the people who are in business with us and partnering up with us to make the world a better place. That's it. Have an awesome day. I will, of course, see you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business and your life right now? Take care.